Hi guys, welcome back to the Coal Factory. It's Racquel. Today's video is going to be a bit of a let's talk, and I'm just going to share some of the reasons why I personally don't always engage with sponsored content from influencers. And these are just some of the reasons for me personally, so I'm going to share it with you. Watch this video, guys. In the comments down below, comment why you don't engage with a lot of sponsored post and content from content creators slash influencers, so we can all learn together and really find out like sometimes what is missing. But before I get into some of my thoughts, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well. I really hope that I come across very clear in this video. I'm just sharing my thoughts, and how this video came about for me to sit down and actually think of filming it is because on Instagram, I often see a lot of influencers, not all of them, but a few of them, whenever they have a campaign with the brand or, there's sponsored content, they always ask us to engage with it. And I understand why they want us to engage with it, but you find that they're prompting quite often. And sometimes after, a creator slash influencer, I'm just going to stick with the title of content creator. When a content creator is in a campaign or, is posting sponsored content, or afterwards, they'll then ask like, why aren't people engaging with my content? And they want the feedback. And the feedback is very important to them. Feedback is absolutely vital when it comes to content creators, because they're creating the content and they want the feedback. And it got me thinking, okay, Racquel, why do you engage with certain content, and then when it comes to the sponsored content, then you kind of just keep scrolling? So one of the reasons that I personally don't respond to sponsored content, my niche is natural hair, so I'm most of the time going to be referring to like natural hair sponsored content. If you know me as a person, I really don't have time and I don't have the energy to really be jealous or envious of anyone in the community who gets, work, brand deals, campaigns. In my personal life, I don't have the energy to be fixating on negativity on anyone who gets a campaign. For me, it's congratulations, you're doing content, let's keep doing it for the community. That's my personal standpoint on it. But I've noticed sometimes that when I do see sponsored content, I kind of just keep it moving. And I really needed to think why. And one of the reasons for me, sorry guys, I've been talking so long, finally one point as to why I don't engage is because a lot of the time, or most of the time, when it comes to sponsored content creators post change. And okay, let me put it like this. So if you create a certain type of content, you're posting, we're all engaging, we're liking, we're commenting, we're reacting to stories, then you get a brand deal and you shift your aesthetic a little bit. And it's completely understandable because you want the post to be pretty. You go out and buy some things, or you saw some things, you want to make it nice, you want to impress the client. I get it, because they paying you, like when you get a brand deal or something, you want to level up. And guys, I personally get it. But what ends up happening is there gets to be a bit of a disconnect, because you're posting this type of content, which we like and we engage with, and then you switch it up a little bit, and then we're like, and then we keep going. And something I want to say to content creators is the content that you create, as you do, that isn't a campaign or a brand deal or sponsored, brands are looking at that content. And because they're looking at this type of content, that's the reason why they reached out to you, or they responded to an email that you might have sent to reach out in order to collaborate. What content creators then do when they get this, they then like switch it up a little bit. And as I said, I completely understand. But what happens is with your audience, there's a little bit of a disconnect. And what it makes us feel like sometimes is, oh, we're not worth that switch up all the time. And that for me is one of the reasons that I don't engage. What the light bulb that went off with me is there is a South African content creator. I don't want to mention her name. I am not personally her audience, and I only started following her maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I'm not going to mention names because I don't really get the hype around this content creator, but I thought, let me follow and let me really see, maybe, let me see what content she's putting out so that I can, see what everything is about. She's not part of the natural hair community. And she's very goofy. And that's just the way that she is. Again, it doesn't do it for me, but she's a big content creator. And I remember going through Instagram and she was busy doing something with a family member. And then I was like, wait, that's paid partnership? I was like, the light bulb went off. This is the type of content she creates. And when she got a paid partnership, she kept the same energy, the same goofiness, the same thing where you just put your phone on and record. It was goofy and everything. Now I get that with paid content, post, sponsorship, all of that stuff, you want the good quality, you want all of that. Now she does level up on certain campaigns where you can tell she's brought in a professional photographer, you can tell this is well done. But when it comes to her paid stuff, you can see that she does both. And with a lot of content creators, they give us the normal content that we like. Whenever there's a brand deal, there's a switch up, and then we just don't engage with it. But this female, she does a bit of both. So we're getting that high quality stuff. We can see what she can do. And then we also get the normal stuff that's also paid that people engage with. Another reason why I don't engage with some paid sponsored content in and outside of the natural hair community is when a content creator, posts stuff or they really post stuff. They only post stuff when it's paid. And then it's like, no, I'm not going to engage with this. The only time you're giving me content is when it's paid. How do I know that this is really authentic? Why do you only pop up and show up when it's time to get paid? As the audience, we pick that up. We are like, you know what? I don't really want to participate in this. Do you, boo? I'm just not going to engage. So that's also a reason. The third reason, linked to the second reason of not showing up, is Instagram stories are very popular. We like Instagram stories. However, a lot of brands don't really go for the Instagram stories. They don't like, or not don't like, but really are they paid Instagram stories, because a brand wants a post on your timeline. And if somebody really posts on their timeline, yeah, I really post on my timeline. I'm not throwing shade at I'm even guilty of that. But you really post actual posts on your timeline, you do stories often. And then you do paid content, and then you're like, guys, go over to my post. And we like, no, but we don't go over to your post. You don't post, not on your post, on your timeline. You don't give us stuff on the timeline. You give us stuff on your stories. And then on your stories, you're asking us to engage with something on your timeline, but we don't engage on your timeline. So there's that disconnect, So even when it comes to brands need to also know and see, like, if people are engaging on stories, do the paid content on the stories and not on the timeline, because then again, there's a disconnect. So what I'm saying also to like content creators is when you're putting your analytics together, you have engagement and you trade off that engagement and you send it to brands and you're like, look, this is the engagement that I have, this is the influence that I have, this is my community. And then you do the paid content and the analytics just drop. So that little disconnect is, I'm just personally sharing some of the reasons why. So yeah, guys, for me personally, as somebody who consumes social media, I have no problem engaging with paid content, sponsored content. I want to look and see and like and comment and save and repost. I'm cool with all of that. But I've just really been thinking like, why am I scrolling past all of this? Not everybody scrolls past. A lot of people do engage with the paid and sponsored content, and they're okay with it. It really doesn't matter. But I think the authenticity of a content creator sometimes switches on paid content. And then the last reason why, I'm going to wrap this video up, is people who always do paid stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. This is their job. So if it's your job, you want to get paid work as many times within the month. So this is where it becomes difficult. Is your Instagram feed, as an example, looks amazing. You've got an aesthetic going. You've got the whole color thing syncing. It looks beautiful. And there's lots and lots of people that will engage with that. And then on the flip side, you get other people like myself where I'm like, you know what? I don't really know this person. Everything is completely set up, and I know what Instagram is, you know what I mean? I know what social media is. I understand, how much of yourself do you really put out there? Don't get me wrong. But when I'm constantly just seeing all of the perfection, sometimes I, then disengage. There are other times where the pics are amazing. You're like, yes, 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 you look beautiful. Everything is on point. So I think also as we continuing into this whole social media thing, and I think for myself as well, we do want a little bit of you. And it's something I struggle with. I'm not gonna pretend. I struggle with opening up and allowing you guys into my life and showing you who Racquel is, because that's like my life. I can put my camera on, share about natural hair, and move on. So there's different dynamics, but I'm just basically sharing some of them for me as to why I'm not engaging with your posts. So yeah, drop your comments down below. Let me know why it is that you don't engage with some paid and promoted and sponsored content, or if you even related to some of the stuff that I said. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you want to know why my hair is looking like this, which I do not care for, I just finished film a review on this product from Dark and Lovely. It's the aloe vera hair treatment. I used it to style my hair, so that's why it's looking the way it's looking. I'm bulk filming as well. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. You'll see me again. Bye.